everybody! How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fabulous, or I hope you're feeling fabulous. That's what I meant to say. So, I was thinking about, well, I wasn't thinking about it. This topic came to me, and I felt the need to make a video about it.
But they don't even know who we are.
You're so right, Cameron.
Yeah,
Thank you for keeping us on track.
of course.
So, my name is Angela.
Yes. And I'm Cameron.
Yes.
And together, we're AK.
Yes, we are.
Continue.
We are that. So, a friend of mine posted something, and it was about how friendship, being friends with somebody first and foremost, anybody that you're dating, how it makes such a difference in your heart and in your mind, in the relationship. And I just want to say that, ladies, men, when you are dating somebody, don't just jump into sex. Okay, yep, this topic is about sex. Ooh, ooh. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about. So, anyways, sex is not a topic that I talk about too often. I have kind of shied away from taboo topics. So, but I just want to jump into it because this is so important. So, back where what I was saying. So be friends first. Don't just jump into all the sexual stuff, because when you do that, you confuse your body, you confuse your brain, you confuse your heart, and then you get confused as to whether you really like them or not. Because when somebody makes you feel good, then you associate that with love. And then when there's red flags that come up, you don't always pay attention to those red flags because you're being distracted by all the sexual stuff. So, and I can personally say from experience that so for instance, me and Cameron, we were very careful going in. We made sure that we were friends, that we got to know each other on a very deep spiritual, mental, emotional level first, before we jumped into anything physical. And we created a foundation of friendship. And that's why I feel one reason why we have been so successful. And I know, comparing it to past relationships that I've been in, that it does. It can ruin things, or then you get confused. Your heart gets so invested, and then it's hard to get out, or it's hard to understand if the person really likes you, or if they just are wanting something sexual from you. So all these hormones are going on in your body, and you get confused. You get confused as to whether you really love them or like them. So and it saves you from such unnecessary heartbreak. So I just want to say that your body, women and men, that your bodies are sacred. Okay, they are sacred.
Yes, men. She did say men.
Yeah.
Not just women, but men.
Yes. Both are very sacred, and do not jump into something sexual with somebody just because you want them to like you, because you want to put it on them and show them what you got. No, that is a secret. That is a treasure. And if he or she really wants you and wants to get to know you, really likes you for who you are, taking out the hoo-ha, taking out the private parts, then you get to see whether they really like you. Make them wait.
Yeah, okay. So she brought me in on this, guys. So
Yes.
I'm kind of taken aback a little bit because I didn't know necessarily what topic that we were bringing in, but I'm going to go ahead and dive in.
He's good at improving, so
I'm going to dive in.
It's all good.
I want to touch base basically on when Angela says men, because a lot of men, male perspective, they think as though that if it's offered, then we have to take it. Or if you don't take it, and you know what I mean by take it, you know, or get it, um, then we're considered something, a punk, or excuse my French, a pussy, or you're not a real guy or a real dude. Well, who cares about being a punk? Who cares about being a pussy? Be a gentleman, you know. And that's, it can be very difficult for us, man, for men, because it has this stigma of you saying no to a woman. What, are you ludicrous? No,
Are you gay?
you're actually sound within yourself, and you're sound within something that you might truly want. Because men, as much as they hate to admit it, they want good relationships just as much as females want. They want a partner, a life partner, a friend, someone to spend the rest of their lives with. Yeah, some men, there are those players out there that they just don't want that. But for a majority of men that I've spoken to, um, when you take your time to step back and truly find out who a woman is, and also finding a woman that is not willing to give it up, that is attractive to me, guys. I don't know about you. I don't want a woman that's willing to give it up so quickly. I want a woman that wants to know me, that wants to get to know me before they get to share. Like she said, men's bodies are just as sacred as women's bodies. So it goes both ways. And I know women hear this in their head all the time, you know. But for men, it can be difficult to hear, especially coming from a man. And there might be guys that watch this video that say, Cameron, dude, you're just jumping on the female bandwagon. No, dude, I'm jumping on the gentleman bandwagon, being a real man and giving it time to flourish and let it grow organically before you throw, you know, too much into the pot, you know? So me and Angela, we take our time and we got to know each other, and we just enjoyed each other's company and enjoyed our friendship. And then we came together and decided to make, I'm telling my business here, but make that step to, you know, to the next phase, as you might want to call it.
You know what we're talking
You know what I'm saying, but yeah, continue.
So, yes. And, you know, I get it. I've been there. And I'm going to say it like this. I understand why people, and I think even more so, I feel like that women have this, do this even more, but we tend to jump in because we want him to like us. We want him to love us. And what are we taught in society? We are taught that sex or being sexual gets attention. And so then we are taught that if I want attention from this man, I gotta put it out there. I gotta put my butt out there. I gotta put the goods out there. And that is not true. And the thing is, if you put it out there too soon, the man is not going, most of the time, the man is not going to respect you. And men really do respect a woman that doesn't just give it up, that goes on the date and then goes home, even if you like him. So I was just gonna say real quick, I understand why you go into it. I do, but it's not about them. If you are feeling that way, it's because you need to love you. To remember that you are amazing. You are amazing. You have so many wonderful qualities and characteristics. You don't need him to validate you.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need a woman, because there are men out there that feel like having a woman is what's going to validate them. I've been in a past relationship where that's what I felt like. I needed a woman to validate me, but I found out that because I was so desperate for it, and I would do so much and go outside of myself for her, I still wasn't receiving it. So it can be different. And also what Angela's saying when it comes to women, when you go out there and you put it all out there, I'm not saying if you're okay with your sexuality, because there's women that are out there that they feel good and they look good in that instance. But if you're going out to look for a man, the chances are what you're putting out there is what you're going to attract.
Mm-hmm.
If you're putting your goods out there, what kind of men are you going to attract? Usually those hound dogs, those men that are whistling in the corner like, "Whoo, that girl looks good." You know, that's the kind of man that you're going to get. Instead of that guy that sees you in a turtleneck, it's like, "Wow, she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. I love her mind. I love who she is as a person. She doesn't have to have her breasts or her booty out in order for me to be attracted to her. I'm attracted to her being, to her spirit." So I think that's kind of what Angela is saying. But I'm not taking away from those feminists out there that are, you know, they want to flaunt it and they feel good doing that and they feel good within their skin.
Right.
But many of those women they're not doing it to attract a man. They're doing it to feel good.
Right.
So it's your intention
exactly
when you're doing certain things. Just to clarify, guys.
Yeah, and I wanna speak a little on that too. That there are women who are very in tune with their sexuality and they feel confident and they're like, if I have it, I want to flaunt it. And you know what? Do you. If that's what makes you feel sexy and confident, more power to you. But I am just saying, when you do it to get a man or for the attention, sometimes you can get the wrong attention or the man can look at you as just a sexual object. That's all I'm saying. Because I've seen it, I've experienced it to a certain magnitude, and you really do want the man to see your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, all that first. That is how I think that our relationships can be more successful.
Amen.
So
you brought me into this. Now how are we going to get out?
Well, do you have anything left to say?
I really don't. Not pertaining to that. Angela said it well. Guys, just love yourself.
Yeah.
And when you love yourself, when you don't just jump into something or give away something that is so precious, and you take your time. Take your time.
Yeah.
You know, you have ample time. And when you do, I find the more time you put in before you give it up, the more time that you guys are going to be together, because you build that foundation. And build a foundation before you have sex, guys, so you don't complicate that foundation, you know, or create cracks in that foundation. So
also, and I know that some people don't have sex for religious reasons. Hey, whatever. You know, either way, if you decide to in your relationship, if you don't decide to till marriage, either way, you know, I'm not here to judge you. I mean, we made our decision because we knew we wanted to be together long term, and you know, but for some people, they want to wait till marriage. You know, I mean, what either is okay. In my mind, I mean, feel what feels right to you. Feel when the right time is for you and your relationship. Talk about it. Have the sex talk. Talk about your feelings about the sex talk. Talk about your past sexual experiences. Let them know where you're at. And you know what? The other thing is, too, women especially, when you let a man into you, you are taking a part of his energy. So you have, whoever you've been with, you have a part of their energy within you. And then you have to cleanse that energy out of you so that you can feel, how do I explain it? So that you can have more energy to give to the next person you're with, if that makes sense. I know for me personally, I have had to do a lot of energetic cleansing for some people that I was with, and not to put my business out there like that, but
she has a past.
But it happened, you know. I some of them I loved, some of them, you know, I thought I was gonna be with them and it just didn't work out. And is there certain things I would take back? Hell yeah, you know. If I could have waited, I would have, you know, look in retrospect, but I didn't. And you got to forgive yourself for your mistakes and realize that for me, my thing was I wanted to be loved. That's what it was. And so I got myself into some things. So to bring it back, you take in their energy and then you have to clear that energy out. So I would highly recommend that if you are, especially if you are a sensitive, very empathic, very innocent, gentle soul, wait for the right person. Because when you find the right person and you are more pure, it will have so much more meaning, and you will be so grateful that you did wait for the right person. So
Yeah, and you'll have more clarity here and more clarity here within your spirit. You'll feel it on
yeah.
another level because
Mhm.
you're taking that time. And hearing so many books, even catchphrases, wait 90 days, wait 30 days. Don't put a time limit on
Yeah.
it. There shouldn't be a time limit. Well, after the third date, fuck that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hey.
It's on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's when you feel that it's right within yourself. There should not be any kind of doubts going on up here
Mm-hmm.
or here upon that happening,
Yeah.
upon that situation. So be clear with where you're at and don't put a time frame on it, guys.
Because once you go into it, you're on that journey. Yeah, you're on that sexual journey. So
Yeah, and now you guys are kind of connected, linked,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
marriage is in the heart.
hmm.
This is something we've talked about. That's another subject, but it's in the heart.
Yeah, and
So
we'll get to that at a
yeah,
later video.
yeah. I'm not gonna go into that, but it's in the heart. So you'll know when it's right.
Yeah.
And but feel that love first. Really feel the love. Feel like they really know you. Feel that you can be yourself.
Exactly. And there
And you
should
feel
be
safe.
no pressure. No
Yeah.
pressure where you guys are
Yeah.
both ready. And he's not
Mm-hmm.
saying, even in high school they use the whack ass line, "Oh, well, if you love me.
Yeah.
If you love me,
No.
you will give me."
No.
No. That's not what
Yeah.
love is. Love is not
No.
defined by sex. Love is
Mm-mm.
defined by so many different things. I feel like sex is just kind of the cherry on top, but
Yeah.
everything else, that foundation and building that cake, those layers is
Mm-hmm.
what makes it so beautiful, so grand.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So friendship first. So
work,
important.
love yourself.
Love yourself.
Yes.
Woo, woo. Love
Don't just
yourself.
give it up.
Just love yourself.
Don't just give it up,
Just love
guys.
yourself. Don't just give it up. Love yourself. Ooh, ooh.
So,
Yeah.
thanks for listening,
Mm-hmm.
guys. If you stayed the whole 17 minutes, we appreciate you. I mean, even those that
Yeah.
only watched 2 minutes of it.
We
But
can go.
we
We like
love
to talk.
conversation.
We like to talk.
We love you guys so much.
Yeah,
Thank you
we
for
do.
paying attention. Thank you for giving
We
us
love
your
you.
time, your energy. If you have
Mm-hmm.
anything that you want to add, something that you might want us to talk about, comment below. Like, subscribe. We've
If
kind of
you-
been off the radar for a while, but we're trying to get
Yeah.
back on. Life's been a little hectic
Yeah.
for us, but last words.
Yeah, if you feel drawn to us and what we talk about, subscribe if you want to, because it'll keep you in the loop of future videos that we put out. Like it if you want to, and we'll continue putting things out when we feel inspired to do so.
Exactly.
But until then, take care of you, love yourself, and just don't just date just to date. Date when you're ready.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys.
All right,
Like you
guys.
said, peace and love.
Love you.
This is Angela. I'm Cameron.
Yeah.
Together, we're AK.
All right.
Peace out, guys.
Bye. See you later.